What's up, warriors? Welcome back to Courage to Conquer. It is your boy De Niro. And let me start off by saying I apologize. I know when I first started my vlogs, I said that I was going to record every day and give you a check-in and let you all know what was going on. Well, one, I found that it's very hard. So I have been doing some recording or video, whatever you want to call it. I've been doing recording and video, but I haven't uploaded. And that's just due to I haven't been my best, to be quite honest. The last video that I put up, I kind of put a lot out there about myself and became very vulnerable. And then I started to get inside my head and think like, do people just think I'm saying this stuff or putting this stuff out there just to boast ratings and do all that stuff? And I had to get out my head and realize, De Niro, you did this, one, because it's therapeutic for you, two, to touch other people who may be dealing with a physical illness, a mental illness, and to be a light to somebody. So I do want to take these first few seconds or minutes and apologize to you all. I do apologize for not living up to my end of the bargain, but I'm going to try to do a whole lot better. Like I said, the past couple of weeks I've been on like an up and down roller coaster. I talked in the last video about being depressed, and so I was still going through that depression. Part of it, like I said, was due to the fact that I basically told like some secrets that I've never shared, and so a lot of people were shocked to hear some of that, and so I kind of just shut off, because that's one of my coping mechanisms that I do is I do shut down. You gotta excuse me, my other phone, I got a text message. Okay, so that was part of what was going on until I really wasn't feeling well. But part of that could be because I was depressed. But then the other part of that is due to the effects of medicine and just the wear and tear on my body from going back and forth to doctor's appointments and things of that nature. Okay? So, apology, please accept my apology, please, 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 please. Okay, now, so let me give you a quick update, because I want this video to be very short, because I'm going to come back and do another video about a topic that I really want to talk about and get into, and I think it'll be a lot of fun, because I want to kind of get some of your input from it too. But let me give you an update. So, since we last talked, I have been to the doctors, and my vision is so much better. So when I went into the hospital in August, my vision was leaving me. I could barely see anything. It was really, really hard. And so my vision, I believe, was like 2050. So I went from 2050 to 2040 to 2030. And so now I'm happy to report I'm at a 2020. My eye is no longer bleeding. That was part of the issues, that I had some ruptured blood vessels, and so blood was coming down over my retina, causing it to be blurred, and that seems to have repaired itself. Yay! So that is good. I'm still going back and forth, because they still have to check on it to make sure everything is going well. One of the tests that they do, unfortunately, I cannot have done. It's a test that really helps them to see, but unfortunately they have to give me an IV, which injects dye into my system, and then it glows all my different veins and vessels and all that. Well, the last time they did it, I had an allergic reaction, and I told them that I was going to have an allergic reaction because I know from getting CAT scans and MRIs, when they give me the dye, that I have a reaction. So they didn't want to believe me, and they gave me They gave me this dye anyway, and as soon as they gave me the dye, I automatically started having symptoms of an allergic reaction. I started throwing up, I started itching, turning red, and shaking. So when I went back to the appointment this time, they wanted to do that same test, but they were told they cannot do it until I met with the allergist. The allergist, I haven't gotten in to actually see the allergist, but just talking to the allergist is not liking the fact of how I reacted. So 9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna have that because they do have the allergist has been looking at my, pardon me, at my paperwork and my file and seeing different things. So I probably won't be able to have that test, but that's okay. I met with my other doctors. Everything seems to be going good right now. The only thing they're concerned about is neuro. I have to see a neurologist on my head. Unfortunately, I'm still having headaches. They're not as bad, but I'm still having headaches. I actually have one right now that is killing me. And I'm still having mobility issues. So if you see me out and about, sometimes you'll see me with the cane, sometimes you'll see me without a cane. So this is the deal. I'm supposed to have the cane all the time, but I'm a little hard-headed. So I try not to use the cane because I don't want to be dependent upon the cane. So I try to walk without the cane, but I am still stumbling and veering to the right. So sometimes when I'm walking, or if I've been walking for a while, I'll start like this, and then I go like this, and then I kind of catch it, and then I go like this, and then I kind of catch it, go like, basically like I'm drunk. And so the doctor is still worried about it, and then my legs will tense up sometimes if I'm sitting. It's crazy because if I'm sitting too low, it's really hard for me to get up. If I'm sitting perfect, it's really hard for me to get up. If I'm sitting too high, it's hard for me to get up. So I have to meet with neurology to find out what's going on there, but all is well. Like, I'm not stressing over anything. I'm really out of that funk space that I was in, because I was really in that funk space to where, like, it was just really bad for me. And I'm normally a very outgoing person. I like to be out, I like to be around people. Not necessarily a lot of people, but I like to be around people. Because when I'm around a lot of people, I get anxious and kind of have anxiety. That's just when I first get there, then it gets better for me. But I am doing a whole lot better outside of this headache that I have going on right now, that hopefully this medicine kicks in and takes it away. But to be honest, none of my medicine has been working today, because not even the stuff for my back. But it is what it is. So, like I said, I did want to come to you all and check in and kind of let you all know what was going on. But that last video took a lot out of me. I didn't realize, like, after I said everything, I felt good, but then it was just my mind. Because I overthink. I'm very analytical. And so, like, my mind just got to going all over the place. And, yeah. I was just like, oh, my God. Like, I did not expect for all those thoughts that I had to pop and come up. But I dealt with it. Like I said, I'm very thankful that I have the support system that I have. Most of the time, as I stated before in previous videos, when I'm in depression, I know my signs, my symptoms, my triggers. And so I kind of start doing things to pull myself out. And when I can't, I have my support system that they know those triggers, or they see things and they start doing different things to pull me out. So I am out this time, though. I am out, which is a good thing. It came about I think the early part of last week, and I just woke up and I felt so refreshed. Like I said, I think a lot of it just had to do with me sharing. Okay, let's be honest, De Niro. The big thing was because I've never told people how I really felt about me having a lazy eye and how that affects me, and so sharing that took a lot out of me. It really did, and a lot of people was like, "Oh, it's not that big. It's not that big of a deal." You know, I really didn't notice, or they had noticed it, but then they don't notice it anymore. So it was just a lot for me to reveal that information, and then to have different people who I know and love come to me and like, "Oh my God, I never knew that you thought those things. Like, don't ever think those things again." It was just a lot because I did not do the video for sympathy or empathy or anything like that. I did the video more so, one, for me to get it out finally, and then two, for other people that have issues that they're dealing with. And it's two, so let me be honest, because it was two people that actually really helped me come forth and say it. So it's two people. One is, I hope I get this right. I think his Instagram is I can dog or something like that. But he's the guy that when he was little, he was burnt, I believe it was like over 85% of his body or 90% of his body. And he has a page where he has an Instagram page, and like I just love his energy, his spunk, his positivity. And he just like, I don't care, like this is me, I love me, love it. And then another one who like helped me was Norman. What is it Norman? I want to say it's like Norman Hutchins or Norman Wood. But y'all probably have seen Norman's stuff. He suffers from alopecia, and so he wears his hair. He's bald, but he does the funny memes and videos of like dressed as a woman, and he be cutting up. I think like the latest one he did, he was like in the laundromat. So like he's just funny, but he's such a positive force, and he talks about alopecia because that's what he suffers from, and how him suffering from alopecia made him love himself even more. So I have a lazy eye, I have a cocked eye, whatever you want to call it. I'm embracing it and I'm loving it. I'm learning to love more and more of this body. Like I said, I mean, I have my good days, I have my bad days, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm learning to accept it. And sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's not. I would say 80% of the time it's not, 20% of the time it's hard. But it's just me coming to a realization, why are all these people texting me while I am in the middle of a video? Anyway, okay, so this is my check-in. Thank you all for tuning in. I know it's kind of boring, but I wanted to give you all a little check-in real quick. I will probably put a video up of all the different ones that I've been doing, just kind of like of a mash, sometime this week, hopefully. I am going to put up a video. The next video is definitely going to be about expectations. I may put it up tonight after this video, or I'll put it up tomorrow about expectations. But I think that is going to be really, really good, and I want to get you all's feedback on that and all that good stuff. And I want you to share. The one about expectations, I really want, if you follow me, I want you to share it. Even if you don't follow me, I want you to share it. Put it on your Facebook, put it on your Instagram, your Twitter, wherever. I will post it. Of course, it's going to be on YouTube, but then I'll also post it on my Facebook. So You can find me on Facebook, and then I may add you because I have like over 300 people. So just tell me if you are like, if you're trying to add me on Facebook, let me know. Drop me a comment or send me a message or something to let me know, and then I can just like on Facebook I can go straight to you and add you. But I really want you all to share the next video on expectations, because I think it's a conversation we need to start having and need to start addressing certain things. And I think it will make for a better society, number one. And I think it's a lot of stuff that we don't realize that we do, that it's going to be very thought-provoking as well. So definitely tune into that one. And then it may be kind of long. That one may be like 20, 25 minutes, but it's all going to be good. As always, to all my people watching, my followers, my supporters, my haters, all of you, if you are feeling depressed, down, bored, feel like you have nobody to talk to, feel like you just need to vent, let it out, please feel free to contact me. I don't want anybody to feel, I don't want anybody, there we go, to feel like you do not have someone you can reach out to. You can always contact me via Facebook, Denero Sanders, through Instagram, unapologetically, period, flawed, or email denerosanders@gmail. All that will be down in the comments below. That is how I always end these, and that is how I'm going to end this one. Also, before I go, because I said I was going to start giving you the YouTube channels that I watch. So, and I'm going to put them in the next video as well, these two. So, the first one I've mentioned before, which is Knox TV. That's my brother's page. Him and his family have a YouTube page that is bomb diggity. They do some crazy stuff there. We hope to one day collab, which will probably be very soon. But check them out, because my nieces and nephews are hilarious. They do pranks and jokes, and they test different foods. It is hilarious. That is Knox TV, with my brother, my sister-in-law, and my nieces and nephews. And then there's also another page that I have fallen in love with, which is Domonique Robinson. Domonique is a young lady who is married to Sean, and he's in the military, and they have this adorable little daughter named Skylar, who is like, she can have her own YouTube channel. But they are hilarious, and then they're expecting a new baby Robinson. We do know it's a girl, so check her out and her family. That's Domonique Robinson. You can type it in the YouTube. I will put it down at the bottom as well. So those are my two channels, and I will mention them in the next vlog as well. So check out Knox TV and Domonique Robinson. All right, love you all. Remember, as always, you can reach out to me. I love you, and we out.